Lindsay, if you don't know Lindsay. My name is Butch.
Just think about how much we could save our forests with rocket launchers.
Relate. People wanting to teach students about Jesus.
Wouldn't that be PWTS?
Relate is an acronym, Lindsay.
I may look like a lady, but I know this may be a shocker. I'm really only filling in for Lauren. The way we cook turkeys is that we tie it in a bunch of rope, and then we hang it out on a tree for a few days.
We were chainsawing.
They were chainsawing.
We were chainsawing the wood.
Give me a second. I've got the granny cheeks.
The more days you leave it out there, the more flavor it sucks up. It's like a energy sucker. It just sucks up everything around it.
Really?
And you basically get a turkey that tastes like your yard. I mean, this is turkey you can't buy in the stores. You can't pay a chef. Even a chef who's been on the Food Network, you can't pay them to make you this kind of turkey.
These cards shipped to folks in 2 different time zones, and
The slightest jolt to the head, and your brain will break apart.
no, not time zones, area codes. And
And you'll be left with nothing more than a pile of brain dust in your skull.
It just tells you I am the way turkeys are meant to be cooked. My wife's not a big fan of it. She says it tastes like...
Let's just call that one a squirrel, and then in the future try to come up with names that don't sound so dumb.
this is a good opportunity for me to pet a squirrel. He turns around, and he grabs my finger with his little claws, and he starts just gnawing on my finger. He's looking at me, and I'm looking at him, and we got this thing that, you know, I'm not gonna hurt you, and he's like, cool. And so then I just start scratching his head. Just scratching his head.
If you don't eat this fruit, you'll never know about things like microwaves, steamy paperback romance novels, or Grey's Anatomy.
Gosh, I don't know what you're talking about, but it sounds awesome.
Ran my finger through the table saw today. Started pushing it right through the table saw. You know what it did? Blade just broke in half. Yeah, didn't even hurt me.
The blade?
Yeah, it just...
Are you lying?
Yeah, I'm Chad.
And I'm Lindsay.
All right.
Steve, I got you this little rabbit. This is a token of the affection that the church has for you. So happy Easter.
I don't know what to say. You grease up a pig, you stick a bunch of kids in a round pen and tell them to catch it.
Happy Mother's Day!
Why don't you go back to Stupid Town, because that's where you were born?
What is your jungle name? For you, I was thinking of Tiger Cat.
Tiger Cat.
And for me, Wu-Tang Thunder.
CDs, MP3s, DVDs, RVDs, RWVDs.
Yeah, there's so many.
Sounds like a disease.
It starts working within 15 minutes to keep me from doing something that she would have to tell my parole officer.
We are an elite team of SWAT ghost hunters.
It is the funniest thing how kids have an affinity to smack you in the equator area.
Remember, as the eagle flies across the valley and enters Missoula,
there is nothing more worshipful than pooping in the woods.
Narrate Church in the stars, Narrate Church galaxy.
Well, that was stupid.
Zorak!